Rebecca, are you gonna be okay? Because you got shot, and that tiny little fucking vest is not a body armor vest.
Chris.
It's a good thing you were wearing your bulletproof vest.
Are you high?
There's nothing left for us to do here. Let's get moving.
Okay.
By the way, I already want one of these. Why is this seahorse pissing on me? Just so we're all on the same page. I did not ask for this. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Why are you going to chug this shit? Oh my god, I forgot he throws things first. Shit. It just beats the hell out of me. Why? Why are you so abusive? This is animal abuse. I gotta call somebody. You know what? Break free. I want to break free. Yeah, there he is. He's underwater. He's underwater. It's underwater. Whatever it is, it's underwater, and I don't like it. It's underwater. I don't like it. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm running away. I'm still running away. Whether it's a bear or a wolf, I don't really care. It's something, and it doesn't like me, or it likes me too much. I don't really know, and I can't really tell, and I don't want to be here anymore. Can we just not and say we didn't? Is it still after me? But I gotta be 100% honest with you. I have bad experiences fighting vampires, and they take me and absolutely just booty slap me, and I'm not into it. You know what I mean? Like the bent over pounding that I would take from them is in a whole range of R-rated, and I don't appreciate it. All right. Hello? Testing. So, we'll be right back. Oh, gosh. All right. Anyway. Hello, greetings. So, I gotta turn up the volume in my own ears really quick. Yep. There we go. Let's make sure that it looks and sounds okay. I think it should be fine. Yes, lovely. Okay, cool. So anyway, hello, we're playing EU5. Oh gosh, I gotta get this thing out of here. Nope, not that button. There we are. So we are playing EU5 again. However, I decided to take and play a country that was a little easier for me to wrap my brain around. So we're playing as Holland, which is right next to who we were trying to play as earlier, which was Utrecht. Utrecht has a couple of things that make it not very good for trying, for me anyway, trying to learn how to play the game. And granted, I've been playing some Serbia on my own time, as well as I played Gawa in the Indonesia area a little bit. And so I say a little bit. I've got like 37 hours in this game now, but that doesn't mean I'm very good. But I have at least understood a little bit more about how like control works, and why it was actually really difficult for Utrecht. I'm not going to get too much into it, but Utrecht has, in their laws, because they are a bishopric, they don't have peasant levies in their laws to start out with. They don't start with this. So that made their life real difficult. And they also had started with their secondary, like basically half their country wasn't their primary culture. And it wasn't accepted either. So that made their life pretty difficult. Now us, on the other hand, is Holland. We start the game. I'm going to get rid of this. This isn't really necessary. I don't really care. But as Holland, we start the game with a couple of key advantages that are huge over Utrecht, right? Utrecht does not have a town on the water. Holland does. Holland starts with Amsterdam, Den Haag, and I believe, yes, Dordrecht all have access to the ocean. We also start with sailors, and we start with a very minute navy in 2 cogs, which won't be too helpful, but whatever. We also start with Middenberg, as in this is held by Zealand as a vassal state, I believe. Let's see. It is a fiefdom, even better. The better version of a vassal specifically for monarchies. So that is super nice. We are forted to the gills. I'm pretty sure I had forts down here. Maybe I'm wrong. Fortifications. There we go. So we're forted to the gills. We have Amsterdam, we have Den Haag, we have Dordrecht, and on top of that, our fiefdom has Middelburg. So we are... Oh, hello. That's a strait. That's also a strait. Is that another strait? Oh my god, that is another strait. Holy buckets. Look at that. That's crazy. Anyway, so we are forted to the gills, which is actually a problem because we are over our fort limit. Do I really care? I don't know yet. I mean, honestly, we could probably get rid of the one in Den Haag and still be fine. Although I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm just going to roll the dice on that one. But Den Haag, because Amsterdam covers basically all of this area and Dordrecht covers all of this area. I mean, if we annexed our fiefdom and then kept Middelburg, we'd still be insanely safe. But I'm not going to worry about it right this moment. First thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to come down here and I'm going to replace generals, replace admirals just on automatically, because I would want the best unit for that in general. So we're just going to let that roll. The only time I might change it is if they gave my navy the greatest admiral and they did not. I'd probably change it out for my army, because navies, it seems like in EU5, just as it was in EU4, navies are not going to be the powerhouse of the cell, like mitochondria. So I'm not too worried about it, though, right this moment, because we are probably not going to be playing super aggressively, at least for a hot minute. So kind of my thought process is we are going to come in here and we're going to automate trading and markets so that we instantly are making money, because I'm not going to sit here and try to micro my trading system. It is going to give me a coronary, and I'm not doing it, at least not for now. The other thing we're going to do is I'm going to try to decide, well, we're going to look at this country. So our states, we're looking relatively good. Actually, probably some of the best in terms of our control that I've seen in a country that I've started as. We literally have just slightly less control than the nobility. and slightly more than the burghers, which that's relatively normal. But normally for me, when I'm seeing these countries, it's like the nobility has insane control. Oh, the other thing I want to do is automate this and then crank up minting until it is even. Okay, an extra half ducat is pretty good for us to start with, but we actually have some decent control, and we haven't even put in all of our oh, that's a downer. I don't really like that. Yeah, I don't really like that one. Government reform or whatever. Yeah, I don't like that at all. But we haven't even put in another reform, which we will, to boost our control even more, I believe. So that will be nice. Once I go in here, it'll probably be... I would like diplomatic traditions, honestly. However, something like... I've seen joint ruling as a special one for us, but autocracy would be good too. Joint ruling would move us towards decentralization and conciliatory, which I want one of those, but I don't want decentralization, really. It gives me another government reform. It has a problem with stability, but it makes it so that I can set and replace cabinet members consistently. Plus, it would make it so that we take turns ruling. Odd. Huh. Well, as I said, diplomatic traditions is probably the one that I want to go with. Even though autocracy is the one I would definitely go with if I needed more crown power. But regardless, we'll get into that in just a second. So that's all set. That's all good. First things first really is not pay for that. And then I don't want to pay for my forts yet right this moment either. We're over fort limit. That's a problem. Can I see that anywhere? Is that in military? It is in military. It's right there. Number of locations, base value for every country, castellan, and fortification licenses. Oh, that's to the nobility. Okay. Well, that's probably just gonna get told to get fucked for now. We need food in the market, obviously, since we're buying food and it's costing us a ducat and a half nearly. That is not good. Probably when we start the game, these buildings will start being profitable. Inefficient minting because we have nothing in there. That's fine. Whatever. Nathan, hello. Greetings. How are you today? We're going to just start with getting the first organized religion up, and then the efficiency, sorry, not efficiency, but literacy for burghers. Why not? Again, still kind of feeling my way around, so I don't really know how the opener is going to be, and I refuse to watch a bunch of people play the game to get better, because I don't know, because I'm a hack. All right, that's that's the real reason. Frisian, I'm looking to see what to do with my cabinet members, because there's no real reason to have them convert anybody, because overwhelmingly we are already Catholic, which is the religion that we are going to stay as for a while. And then Frisian has, well, Low Franconian is pretty significant. Frisian is also very good with them, and we will most likely, when we do expand, we will most likely be expanding into Frisia, because it is one of the weakest states near us. Utrecht's pretty small and weak, We are significantly stronger than them. But Frisia is also pretty strong, small, and weak. So what will probably happen is we'll invade Utrecht, release them as another, what do you call that? Fiefdom. And then invade Frisia to release them as another fiefdom. And we're stronger than Guilders, so we'll do the same with them. And then just annex our guys slowly until we have built a decent-sized Holland. But it's not going to be the first thing on our priority list. Like I said, I am looking because I don't really need the province control. I seriously doubt it. Oh, wow. Actually, we are not doing super great. What's the minimum control here? Maximum control is 52? Seriously? Huh. Well, that's the first thing I guess we're going to start doing is building roads. And probably having our navy, which is not very big, do the mission for patrol the seas in... Yeah, right off our coast. That should be fine. Hopefully that will make it so that we have a little bit more control in these areas. And if not, it will just make sure that we have the same amount of control that we already have. Hopefully. Or we get less reduction. Man. Makes me... Improve relations. I don't really care. Dip rep. I don't really care. Pop assimilation speed. I don't really care. Societal change. Oh, that's switching values, which does remind me. How are we doing on this? Decentralization, which that kind of sucks. That we are pushing hard towards decentralization because we have building road rights, civil law, market fairs, communal land, fortification licenses. Okay. Interesting. We're also pushing toward traditionalists rather than innovative, spiritualists rather than humanist, which I actually prefer spiritualist. Maybe that's just because I am much, much, much more feeling like doing, always feel like being the one religion policy rather than being friends with everybody. Free subjects is the thing. Plutocracy. Okay. Quality, I like that. Offensive, I don't like that. I would rather push towards defensive because it would give us more forts. We are heading towards defensive anyway, which is good. And then we're heading towards naval, which is fine. Capital economy is good. I would rather have that. And then individualism is good. I wish they made more bank in EU5. Each bank nation can create 5 different currencies for each bank. Bank nations can only go to war with other bank nations. I mean, again, I haven't really, as I said last time, I have not touched a bank nation, and that has remained true. I have played a ton of EU4 and have enjoyed the like conquering other nations and stuff. So the idea to use wars literally for like a money making thing, it doesn't really appeal to me as much as to some other people. But if it appeals to you, go for it. All the best. But I'm going to strengthen government is what I'm going to do. Yes, please, thank you. So I'll take you as well. But that's the beautiful thing about a game like EU5 and Europa Universalis or Crusader Kings or Victoria, really. So you can kind of do whatever you really want with it and make your own goals, which I find very nice. Okay, well, I want somebody else. So I'm going to develop a province, and it is going to be... Well, here's my capital. It has the most people in it anyway, so we are going to do that. there, and then I'm going to do it with apparently the worst person I could think of for this. That's a downer. Okay, well, that's set up. Parliament, we'll wait for the parliamentary issues, and then we'll do something about that, I am sure. I also want to start, like I said, make money. We'll start building up some RGOs, I believe, because... Ooh, okay. I guess we'll build them in Amsterdam. We don't really have much for food, do we? Oh, we do have fish in Leiden. The other option is to conquer for food, I suppose. Well, that's... Up here has food. Not a town. Still food. But we wouldn't be able to take it for ourselves anyway. So maybe something like Alkmaar or Leiden being something we build in would actually make more sense. So we're going to open our Geo Builder. We are going to build in Leiden. Yes. It's not going to have any people, but they'll eventually figure it out. And then I'm just going to save my money, I guess, until I can get started on some roads, because I doubt we have any. Yes. Fantastic. Everybody else gets kind of roads, but not poor little Holland. Holland, we will build roads, oh my gosh, everywhere. The whole country is just going to be a network of roads, so we can have sweet, sweet control. Bank nations can only be in Europe, Asia, and Africa, and you wish there were tons more? Man, I don't know. There's already a ton of nations, and they gave bank nations. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive that they gave you any, really. Administrative ability. Guess what, girl? You get to be an administrator. Fantastic. You are... Wait, are you my only heir here? Huh. That is absolutely fascinating. Okay, and then possible rivals. I'm not going to worry about that right this moment. I want to move towards... maybe I don't want to move towards conciliatory, but regardless, it doesn't really matter. Because people could be our rivals. But again, I want to first start improving relations with you, and I want to kind of build up Holland just a little bit. There's a couple of major buildings that we need first, though, before we get too crazy. And one of them is the wharf, right? We already have one. I want to check and make sure that we have all of the ones we can have. So I already have a wharf here. I already have a wharf here, and he already has a wharf. I don't have enough money yet, but we could build a wharf in Dordrecht. So we will do that as soon as we can. The other thing we need is actually over here, and it is... Nope, sorry. It is this. It is the sergeantry in our capital. Technically, we'd also build it here, and then once we annex him, we still get to keep it. But we will be building in Den Haag, and that will give us soldiers to start the game off with, which will be very nice. We are slightly stronger. We're a fair bit stronger than Guilders. How does that make sense? When we played as Utrecht, we were far weaker than Guilders, but Guilders also managed to make friends, whereas we did not. How's our diplomatic capacity? 1.75? I don't believe that. We're going to let a couple of days tick on by. Yeah, there you go. We still get the 1.75, but now we're at 0.57, which makes a heck of a lot more sense. Okay, and then we'll eventually annex. As number banks get smaller, the type of currency gets smaller. I have no idea, man. Like I said, haven't played as a bank. Maybe I will, but certainly not today. Okay, well, let's get rolling through. Ooh. No, we already have everything we need from Prestige. Recruit levies 2,900. Okay, well, that's certainly a thing. And we don't make enough sailors to really do much otherwise. Okay, that's a gosh darn downer. Well, hopefully we can get some food going so this buying food thing can simmer down. Because, god dang, that's so much money. A ducat and a half just on food is absolutely ridiculous. And then we turn around and make 12 ducats off for 1 month. Oh, gosh, that's so nice. Still makes me sad about the whole buying food thing. Who? County of Quick? That is fascinating. You want more options for your banks as the DLC? I'd rather they just not release a DLC for a hot minute. I don't want him as a rival, I gotta be honest. 100 Years War has pops. I'm not going to read that whole thing, but I'm going to let the 100 Years War just do its thing. And I am going to hopefully just stay out of it. And I hope the 100 Years War lasts at least 100 years. Oh, yes. I forgot about this. Also, we now have 32% crown power. That's really nice. But what does this do for us again? The one I care about is the revoke privileges cost down by 7%. So I could rip this out of you for, okay, well, it's still 92 stability. Thank you, game. Huh. Well, I could take diplomatic traditions, which I am very, very, very tempted. Because diplomatic traditions plus annexing this fiefdom and then potentially releasing Utrecht and Frisia once I conquer them, maybe even Guilders, would be super nice. See, now that's the thing, is Guilders makes friends pretty quick. And Utrecht did make friends, just not super fast. Who hates Utrecht, by the way? Because they'll probably be our first target. Unless these guys don't get friends. But who hates Utrecht? You... Do you have a rival? You do have a rival. Who is it? Oh, it's Frisia, who's my other option for invasion. We don't actually have... In EU4, you had a strait connecting these two. But in EU5, apparently that is not a thing. So that's unfortunate. But regardless, we will most likely invade Frisia first to get that rolling. And then take Utrecht. Oh, for trade network is good. Trade office network, yes. It is good for diplomatic range. Yeah, great, whatever. But the trade range, I think, is the better part of this. But especially for us, it would be good. But I kind of, like I said, I'm leaning towards getting diplomatic traditions. I want to be somewhat conciliatory. And then get the dip capacity so that I can have more subjects and friends. Autocracy is also my standard, but I don't really want to push towards aristocracy, so we'll take diplomatic. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And I stopped paying for that, right? No, not that. That. Yes. Okay. We'll make a little bit of money. We'll start building roads. Because things like... Wait, this is one location? That is fascinating. Rotterdam is literally from here all the way down. That is, yeah, that is super fascinating. That also means that this fort is more important than I thought it was. Whoa. Well... How are we doing with control? Good. Okay. So I will be building a road here. How much does it cost? 89? In what world is this going to cost 89 ducats? Why? The distance? Okay, you got to be out your damn mind. You think that's fair. What? 145? That's ridiculous. Well, how are we doing on control in these areas? Not the bestest. And proximity from Den Haag to Amsterdam is not great. Max control plus 38%. Yeah, I think I'm going to build a road to, oh gosh, Dordrecht first. It costs 215 versus 145. Oh my gosh, that's so brutal. Okay, those are making money now, which I knew they would. Okay, man, that's such a downer. Well, that's still fine fight. And that's still a fine fight. So maybe I will make Frisia. Oh, I can't make Frisia. Maybe I'll just make Utrecht my rival. That's fine. Utrecht is eventually going to be annexed by us anyway. And if it turns out that Utrecht is not going to have a great time here, I will also improve relations with Munster in a hope that Munster will potentially hate Utrecht and they will fight, or they'll help me in a war is the other option here. We're weaker than them. I want a friend. The Adele's like me more. Is that gonna be worth it? Probably. Slow and steady does indeed win the race. Like I said, I'm just going to focus on hopefully building up, first things first, building up some roads to connect up some of my land. I'm going to build up a little bit of food. So far it looks like we've had a little bit more food growing here. I'm going to probably prop up Leiden pretty heftily to get us some food, so we don't have to continue importing it, because that's going to kill us pretty badly. What does Middelburg give us? Salt. Okay, well that's not food. Specifically not food, actually, which kind of sucks. But, and then we're going to build a wharf, because that will give us control. Where was it that I actually could build a wharf? Here. And a wharf gives, if I remember right, harbor capacity plus 0.1 and maximum sailors. The sailors is what I actually care about, right? Harbor capacity would be nice, right? This already has 0.55. This has garbage. This has way better. Do I have anywhere? Oh my gosh. You know what? I was playing in Serbia, right? They have, right here in Kotor, a harbor capacity. Now, they don't show it here, but their harbor capacity, oh wait, no. Here it is standard of 100%, because they're so suitable. Oh my gosh. It's so nice. You need France and the Swiss. Well, Swiss, I'm assuming, is broken up in the cantons. And I don't really want to mess around with France, because I don't want to be part of the 100 Years' War. I'm going to let that play out, which is why I'm making friends with potentially Munster over here. Because if I make friends with Munster, they are close enough to actually help me. And now, granted, this is EU4 popping into my brain right now, right? Is make friends with the people around you that actually might be helpful. And naturally, you'd want to make friends with, like, these guys, right? But I don't think they're going to want to be our friend for a long time, because of that strength difference. I might throw a friend over to them, but I doubt they're going to want to be friends. And I also do not want anything to do with the 100 Years' War. 100 Years' War is just going to cause me to be dragged into a bunch of conflicts that I want nothing to do with. So, seeing inputs. Weren't these making money for me just like 3 seconds ago? Oh well. But yeah, we'll be starting on our road networks here in just 1 second. Oh yes, beautiful. Get that going so I can increase control here, because this does make me money, does have control, does make my life easier. Oh, you know what I did forget to do though is crank up the cost of court. That way I can get legitimacy maxed out sooner, and it will end up costing me more, but also less as far as I'm concerned. Westphalia. Oh, yeah. Support these guys. Trade monopolies. I don't like that in the slightest. And then, like I said, we'll build one up to Amsterdam to get ourselves the control here, so that will make us more money. Because that will straight up just potentially give us another ducat of income, which would be super nice. Guilds is going to get max literacy for the burghers. I'm going to take peasant connections because it opens up some other stuff for us. And then diplomatic capacity. And then RGO size and construction speed are kind of the ones I'm going to go for first. And then monthly diplomat. Kind of in that order. I want the diplomat, but meh, whatever. And then the road builder, 136 is what I need. Oh, and I have unmarried children. Hello. What do I want to do with you? Who do I want to be friends with? Brabant? Brabant can be a friend. How is Brabant anyway? They already love us. They're allied with anybody? Rivals. They have rivals. They are allied with Limburg and Trier. I think they're in a defensive alliance. There it is. They're in an alliance with Trier. I don't necessarily mind being friends with them. It would stop them from potentially invading me. So, maybe we just make friends with Brabant? Because we can't marry him off. Hi, Giggly. Brandenburg, Munster, Swiss, and France alliance is Westphalia alliance. Well, I think I'm going to go for... Man, the other option is to potentially try to get like Berg or something and use them to fight Brabant. But if I take this northern chunk, by the time I do that, especially with the Black Death coming along, it might not matter being friends with Brabant. I do want to leave it open, but Brabant will probably... You know what? Let's do that. Screw it. It'll give me, hopefully, some guarantees that I won't have any problems in the south. Bishop of Utrecht hates me, but I gain prestige. Plus I get a dude who's actually really good. Yeah, no, I'll take him. Plus I get a bunch of people. Exiles in County of Holland. Yeah, we lose a bunch of that. 100 low Franconians, though? Yeah? People? Are you telling me I'm going to get populous? Was that 100 for low Franconians a month that I just saw? I don't care about you, brother. I care about your country. Well, screw it. 100 low Franconians a month would still be fantastic. I was watching the funny comedy show about the Treaty of Westphalia. Interesting. I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, okay. Well, our count died. Our count that was really good died. Okay. Stop. Thank you. Get that out of here. Give me this to develop. Well, that guy's got 90 to score in military. So I think what I'll do is I'm gonna give stabilize our country, because we don't really need the legitimacy. And I'm going to now pay for the stability, because why not? And then this guy, I don't know what I'm going to have you do. Maybe I'm going to have you just continue doing that. Actually, are you good? Oh, you're good at other things. Encourage migration, no. Max control, no. We'll do develop province. Cancel, no. You are going to... I know I don't need to convert. I'm just going to make him not do that. And then have this guy develop our capital. And then this guy change over to stabilizing our nation. Okay, there we go. A little bit of trickery, but that's fine. Right. They said what about Luxembourg? They name all the things they have the thing that have Black Death. Not a clue. All right. Still not enough money here, bud. Probably because I'm paying more money for other things, and our trade income is not nearly what I would like. We are buying less food. That's pretty good. Maybe I'll expand Leiden again. Maybe I'll wait for Leiden to finish expanding on its own first. Gosh, it would really be nice to have more money incoming. But this is now finished. The control should be going up. My control right now is 58%. As it goes up, we'll make more money, although not by much from here. We could build the road for Dordrecht. How is the... You know what? I'm going to just do the math. No. I need to look at this. 5.24 is the tax. Amsterdam's tax is 4.64. Okay, that means that this is probably the better use, regardless. And if it's not, then, yeah, screw it. Spy network in Utrecht? I mean, what can I even do with that? Wait, what? No, it's excommunicated. I would have to actually have a thing. Okay. Humiliate rival, which, as far as I know, yeah, would basically be useless. We can refuse. I'll just take the prestige. That's very fine. Okay, and once this road's done, which less than a year. Okay, and then we'll start building hospitals as well here pretty soon. Okay, first Parliament. Host army exercises. I probably want to do something with the actually, here's what we'll do. We're gonna see if we can actually even invade anybody, because if we can invade anyone, then we might actually just do that, right? Take that as an ability here. So we would lose that war. We might win this war. We barely have more troops. What about here? Again, barely have more troops, but we actually have more than I thought. But we will have it in Den Haag, so I can get... oh, hello. Horn becomes a town. Horn is salt, which is not too horrible. Another town would be fine, especially since it's non-food producing. And it has 30,000 people. It's got good market access. Two tax base. That's where the tax base is. I'm not too opposed to that. Maybe we just take promote urbanization for ourselves. And if we do that, we don't have to worry too much about maybe we just take that, we focus on building up internally, and we don't really worry about the invading anybody for the first year chunk. Unless we get a really good turn for this. Which I'm going to go with grant religious diplomats. I don't want that. It's honestly not that bad. Only 10% power for extra maximum diplomat and monthly towards conciliatory. That's not too bad, actually, considering that's where I kind of want to go for now anyway. Treasury rights. Max tax for the burghers down, but tax efficiency up, bank interest up. I mean down. And then innovative. And then focus on the land. Yeah, you can piss off. We'll give them this. And then I might just not do anything with these. The only real laws that I want to change are distribution of power to favor the ruler, but we already have relatively decent control. Oh, never mind, they told us to get fucked. Oh, okay, that's fine. I mean, I would like to change the wrestle more control at that point then. But I think changing Horn into a town is going to help us significantly. Allows us to get greater control. Population cap is up. Laborers and soldiers, building levels. Not that it's insanely useful for some things, but I think it should be useful. Okay, that's good. Wheat, no. Jewelers Guild's dying horribly. Okay, great. Is that because it's winter that we're having such massive food problems? Is that what the problem is? Oh. Okay. Bonus. Okay, that's fine. We would have to give up the treasury rights, which I do not want to do. Do we have any access? Okay, great. To any decent RGOs, as in, I'm looking for silver or lead, I think. Because that's stone. I know that there's silver right here, which we have no access. Not for a long ways. Lead I'm not even going to worry about, because I do not know. Yay! Horn is now a town. Fantastic. Okay, and then now that means that I guarantee you, or mostly guarantee you, that we can build wharfs in Dordrecht. Fantastic. And then here soon we can build one in Horn to increase our ability to have navy even greater. Unfortunately, because our income relies almost entirely on trade, I might have some issues here, but are we serious? How? Oh, Carpenter's Guild could be a lot of money. How much is that actually going to cost us? 50 ducats. Okay. And Frisia hates us. Okay. Did Frisia just give us? Yeah, they did, but they are now stronger than us, which is fine. It's like Frisia just gave us a free Casus Belli on them for no reason at all. I could join the defensive league with this dude. Open country panel. Who hates you? Utrecht hates you. Well, that's funny. Let's see. Not Frisia, please. Yeah. We could just boost trust with them. Well, they already like us. I think the next thing to do would be continue to build buildings that get us money so we can get a little bit more income. Build more. What's up, Desi? Why? Oh, bad weather. It's killing my freaking income. For no reason. No reason at all. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I could have this dude, instead of developing, does he have increased province control in South Holland? Do that. Because in the very least, it'll increase the places we already have control and hopefully allow them to make us a little bit more money. Because I really, 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 really need a little bit more money. Carpenter's Guild is consistently above a ducat, though. It would take forever for this to actually make me good money, though. Middleburg. Middleburg's not even mine. That's funny. Oh, fantastic. Cost to purchase food went down, which hopefully means that we will make slightly more money. Gilders has insulted us as well. Lisa, hello. What's up? Okay, Age of Renaissance is here. So this is always my hardest thing. I'm not really going for combat. Marcher Lords I don't really care about. Deus Volt doesn't help me in the slightest. Max Literacy does help me though. Do I just go... Ooh, actually, do I just go... Diplomatic? I don't see why not. Subjects, interactions, privateers, trade. This seems like something I want. Fantastic. Diplomatic it is. Yes. Okay. Fantastic. Even with winter and us dying horribly to not having any food. Although we're not dying and our people aren't dying. It's my income. It's my monies that are suffering the worst. Oh, yes. Heir can have education. Come on. Give me the month tick so I can see how good or bad you are. Prodigy. Brother. Could I make it expensive? No. But I could make you a fantastic diplomat. That would be fantastic. Dude, I'm into it. That'd be lovely. Can we still not be friends, buddy? Why does nobody want to be my friend? I want to be offer an alliance. I want to be allied with somebody. Zuffen, it would be totally okay. Luxembourg would want to be my... Aw. Hey, Luxembourg, buddy, pal. Who do you hate? You hate Rethel. Okay, I don't really care about Rethel. You hate... Oh, Bar hates you, Rethel hates you, and Limburg hates you. You're not really friendly with any... Luxembourg, be my friend, sir. I need one. I like it, and I want it. Is this your first stream? No, it is not. I've been doing this for a hot minute. Although, we are testing something, essentially, because Twitch is a platform. And so it decides that if you haven't streamed for a while, it is going to... I believe it is going to throttle your... basically your stuff, but we're testing with a different account, essentially. Nothing crazy. Okay. None of these are making me very good money, which is a huge downer. The other thing I could do, though, instead of caring about that, is build marketplaces to increase my trade, which actually is probably a really good idea considering where we are in the world. Trade capacity to owner, just a straight up +1, which means that we probably could get away with having... We could probably make a ton more money, considering that the majority of our money, nearly a quarter of our income, Giggly went and commissioned it, and I do not remember who she commissioned it through, which is a huge downer. If you're here to try to sell me anything with models or anything like that, then I don't want anything. I'm good. Appreciate it, but no. It's like what 80% of everybody who ever asks, that's what they want. So no, I'm good. Let's see. Estates. Who likes me? Everybody likes me. But those guys could like me better. The Renaissance. Fantastic. Okay. I want... Yep. I really want to... How's my road network doing? My road network is doing okay. Maximum control of 79. But that's because of the dude increasing control here. I'm debating... No, I do need to build a road north. It's just a super downer that it costs so much freaking money. 136. Whereas I could go in here, right, to this and to diseases and build disease-resistant buildings and build a hospital and save a bunch of my people for 164. Oh, man. Glass and masonry. That's fascinating. But I think what I will do is I think I'll try to build a singular marketplace and see if that helps with my income. Now we're finally hitting 5, which is super nice. And I do want to expand the fisheries. I think in here has fish. Yes. So we'll expand fisheries there here soon too. Actually, you know what? We could probably do it now. What's my trade income? Right meow. Trade income is dog shit. Okay. That's unfortunate. Why is it so bad? 1.81 is super bad. 1.66. Okay. Then again, to be fair, I was playing somebody else entirely when I was making like 6 ducats a month off trade. So, let's see. Brabant has insulted us too. Okay. That's fine. I wanted RGO builder. Hit me with... Where's my fishies? Leiden? No. I want Alkmaar to hit me with another one. Because I want more fish. Because buying food is absolutely miserable. And I don't want to do it anymore. Did that marketplace finish? Get out of here. Is that this? No, that's increasing control. Did that marketplace finish? Buildings. Marketplace. Oh yeah, it must have in Dunhog. Did that give me more control here? I mean, I see my trade income being better, but I don't know if that's from the same from that. So, you know what? How's this? How's this? You ready? Are you paying attention? Because here we go. Marketplace. Oh, I don't have enough money because I'm flat broke. How close are we? What was it? 4123? Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, but in a slightly different order. Bummer. Okay. Build it in. What is this? Why are you telling me lacking a beeswax? What? What? You're lacking a singular beeswax and so you're falling apart? That is fascinating. We're still not doing great there. I might push for a law change in the next one. But I still want a sergeantry so I can start gaining people. So we're actually going to do that. Yeah, we'll do that first. And then we'll build another marketplace, and then we'll build a road heading north. And then hopefully we will still have enough time to start building hospitals. I just want to make sure that we get the wharfs up. Not the wharfs, but the roads up. So hopefully we have a little more control. Hi, Giggly. The roads up so that we hopefully have a little bit more control. So that means more income. And hopefully we will not be having to buy food here soon. Yeah, we're doing just fine on this. But no, I don't want to have to buy food because it's kind of a big money sink. And once the sergeantry gets up, we'll start gaining manpower, which we will actually be able to have a standing army. And then roads, I think, is kind of the big one. Oh, wow. 12 stability is pretty insane. RGO's up. Fantastic. What else can I get? I want institution growth. Embrace institution cost would also be nice. I want my army to have something going on because we've been kind of ignoring the army for a hot minute here. Whoops, not what I wanted. I want to look at religion. We have religious influence, just not very much. Steal a man from the Utrechtians, please and thank you. And then hopefully 100 will migrate each month to South Holland for the next 60 months. Yes. 100 extra populace for the next 5 years is nothing to sneeze at. We are actually stronger than Frisia, Cologne, and Ravensburg. Don't know. And now I am going to pull this guy because it doesn't look like Munster is going to be our friend. So I am going to just pull that. And instead, I'm going to send him to Luxembourg because Luxembourg is our friend. And I'm going to pay a little bit of, you know what? I'm going to pay a little bit of dip spending to make it so that we have a diplomat coming up here soon. Now, I do want regulars. Those are starting up. Thank you. A wharf is not on the docket. First things first is a road up to Amsterdam and then roads up to Alkmaar and Hoorn. So that we have a little bit more control. And then wharfs in Hoorn, and I think Dordrecht had one. Did I already build a wharf in Dordrecht? No. So I need one in Dordrecht and I need one in Hoorn to round out and build up my navy. Should be very, very, very useful. Still buying food. The RGO isn't even close to filled. I could technically go fight this, but I'm not really sure I'd win. Because who is he allied with? Cologne, which I definitely not win against, and Ravensburg, which is that a fort? No fort. Ravensburg could be crushed pretty quickly. I could literally just let them eat my forts for a little while and march over and siege down Ravensburg, but does this give us anything? Conquer cost is up. Huh. -7, it's all that it is. We could literally do it if we made friends with them quicker. Or what's the other thing? Profess trust. To increase their trust with us. Fascinating. Is this 400 infantry? Wow, they do have 400 fucking infantry right here. That's insane to me. Smugglers? No, we're going to crush smugglers. I don't want smugglers. That seems like a bad deal, bud. Seems like my roads are cheaper, though. Hopefully. My cost for my food hasn't gone down, though. That's a gosh darn downer. But it's always a little bit difficult for me to tell what's going on because your people are also making their own buildings. So you can't really just be like, okay, what I did changed the things, because it's like, well, yes and no. Because it could have, but because of the fact that your estates are also building buildings, it could have been that instead. You know what I mean? I could annex you, couldn't I? Yeah, I could. I mean, I want to, but I think they'd probably be able to bring in more levies than I can. Wait, you can bring in 1,100 troops? I mean, I get that they're no match for us, but like, Did you just say they can bring in 1,100 troops? And I can bring in 3,400? We can win this war. I like that answer. We can. It's not guaranteed by any stretch, but we could do it. I would like my friend Luxembourg to come help me. I just don't think he will before I have to give it up. -5. What is this? Intervene in a rival war. Utrecht to Munster. Ooh. Is that a potential war we could get in on? Slightly weaker, but that's because of all their allies. Okay, we'll pop Den Haag for our parliament. Promote castle works, ties with neighbors. I was hoping, honestly, for a road. One. I might just go ties with neighbors. Guilders in Brabant would like me. I don't really care. I will take something small, preferably. Gain a bonus towards aristocracy. Yeah, sure, that's fine. I mean, plutocracy, sorry. Rather than aristocracy. And then we will look here to see who we could potentially declare war on and win. An actual war against Frisia is very, very tempting. An actual war against Utrecht is very, very tempting. I think I want the war against Frisia, though. Because we have a casus belli. It's just not very good. And taking them and then potentially declaring war on somebody like this guy would be fine. But I don't see it really working out for us. So maybe I just take Frisia with a another casus belli. Although a law change for favor the ruler would be super nice. It'd give me bonus tax. It's so nice. Because traditional is what we have. I want to wait. I want to wait just a little bit. Their positive opinion of me. Is that gonna if I profess trust, causing us 2, our mutual trust goes up by 10. It doesn't really seem to be a factor here, though. And we are technically stronger. I just don't want to burn my ability to invade them for nothing. And regardless, I'm pretty sure I could annex and release all of them. I'm so tempted to just declare war. December 1345. If it doesn't happen before then, I might just do it. And if all else fails, I want the law change to favor the ruler. It'll help with tax, hopefully pretty well. Okay, well, it killed my taxes, apparently. Oh, because my cost of course has gone up. My trade income's better though. Luxembourg, love me. Oh, we also can't tax the nobility right now. Oh, okay. I don't care if we lose support. I chose one that I didn't really care about anyway. And it would just hit me with a stability hit, which I don't really give a damn about. Gain support? Nope. Army tradition is actually where I'd rather have it. Because... Ooh, we are actually much stronger than them. We're going to do this. Because Cologne will no longer aid them in battle. So we're going to do that. Hopefully this goes well. Okay. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that. Oh, we actually just have one location. Okay, fantastic. Can I just march over here? Yes. Do I want to? Who else are we at war with? Not Utrecht. We're with Ravensburg. Okay. I have... You know what? Can we get over there and be fine? Food-wise. Gimme. Thank you. Because if I can, I'm just going to knock them out of the war. Because they will not be able to siege my territory. Oh, my little buddy. Supportive, please. Because they will not be able to siege down my territory. Can I separate piece you? I don't want your territory. I want... Zutphen. You're friends with Zutphen? Is that this guy? War reps and... Does this give me anything? Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Now, that's Frisia. Frisia is trying to siege down that. That's fine. I'm going to use this navy to go here. I'm going to recover, and then I'm going to push these guys out of my territory. Get out of here. Thank you. Frisia lost 500 men. That is totally fine. We are going to go capture this town of Grins. Oh, we're not going to do that. We're going to capture the town of Lujwert first. I know we had to fight another battle for it. That's fine. We are killing them. Rated my channel, Giggly. Hello, Giggly. How are you? How was your stream? Why did you decide to come in here? You had all the options in the world, but you chose to invade me. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Prize hunter ship capture chance. Okay, fantastic. Thanks, bud. Let's take this. Because I finally ended before you. Oh, man. What is it? Those who don't finish first, finish last? Is that what's going on here? Okay, don't do that. Have been waiting. Let's take that, Please don't crush my army. I would appreciate if you didn't. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. I don't want to siege this province myself. Okay, I want to go take this province, and then I will come back for this province. Okay, how's that sound? Gravy? How's the world conquering? It's going horribly. Because that's not really what we're going to be accomplishing today. Although it would be really nice, but Holland, our country here today, doesn't really do very well with the whole conquering the world thing in my experience. Dude, I swear to God, if I gotta chase you all over Hell and Creation, I'm gonna be very salty. Oh, fantastic. The rats. First things first. Can I build the buildings? No. Where did I accidentally build that? Please tell me. Because I didn't mean to. Oh, okay. I didn't build it anyway. Wee. Thank goodness. How much does it cost? 163. Considering that Amsterdam is my... Why can't I build it here? In Den Haag. Development of at least 20? How many people are in Den Haag? Almost 30,000 people, and I don't have a development of at least 20. I'm literally was increasing development. But no, we are doing just fine. We're about to hit the Black Death, though, so that's not good. We aren't making any money because I'm at war, which is, again, not good. Okay, there's that. Let me go to, actually, where is my little pet? Buddy, go, would you like to, nope, sorry. Aggressive, please. Capture some territory for me. You can do it, I promise. Oh, religious influence and some stab for somebody canonizing my ruler. Oh, fantastic. And my mother died. Okay, that's not fantastic. Intelligent is administrative, so take that, please and thank you. Bit of a downer, yeah. Well, I agree. Not the best time I've ever had, for sure. Okay. This should solidify us here. We will siege out their territory here. This will all fall to us. This will fall to us. They won't be able to raise enough of an army to actually do anything, and we will start making money. And hopefully, can I just conquer all your land and not feel bad about it? No. Can I not conquer all your land? Oh, I need to have it in the peace treaty. Okay. That's fine. It needs to be controlled by me to be able to take it in the peace treaty, which is fine. But we will do l'hôpital for Amsterdam, I think. That is fine. And then I also want all of your money. No, I want all of your money. Thank you. This is going to take a while. How are we doing on army? We are doing better on army. I don't really want to pay for it yet, though, because this is probably the only war we're going to have for a hot minute. Ouch. I'm not paying for my forts, though, because we basically taken all that we want to take. And nobody's going to be invading me, so hopefully. Institution growth. Thank you, Catholicism. I appreciate it. You always know how to, rub my back, rub your back, all that fun jazz. Oh man, it is kind of a downer though, not having much for income. Although 4 ducats seems like not that much because it takes forever to get to anywhere, but it isn't bad. It's just not great. Den Haag gets better fortifications for 50 years. Yes, please. That's pretty useful. Although this is also not a great representation because when you're at war, you get a massive debuff to the amount of, I think it's food and goods produced in general. So it's never really a good idea to base your economic growth plan on when you're at war. Then again, maybe it is. Maybe it's a better idea to do that and then turn around and be like, okay, if I can survive at war, I can definitely grow in peace. That is one way to look at it. But it does mean that I'm not making much for monies. Oh, I could have sent you a spy network too. But I did not. Ooh, Utrecht has grown. I don't like that. We are technically still stronger than them. I don't have a... hello, Brabant. I do not have a Casus Belli against them, though. So that's not going to help. Man, that's a big chunky Utrecht, though. That's a big chunky Brabant as well. I'm really hoping I can take this all in one war. That would be ideal. And I'm really hoping the Black Death doesn't come over here just yet because I have hospitals to build. Roads to build and hospitals to build. It's kind of the big thing. I need to get a road up to Amsterdam to increase my income. Because it's at 2.2. Potential is 3.6. Horn is even worse. Potential is 4.67. Oh man, that's super nice. But I just have nothing I can do with it yet. The Black Death spreads. Fantastic. Is it in my country already? Oh my god. It's already here. 4 owned location. 1, 2, 3. Oh god, it's right here too. Shit. That's so bad. Can we not and say we didn't? I only have 224,000 people. I don't want it. I want this to fall. I want to release Frisia. I want to build another hospital. Okay, Frisia finally fell. So who's mad? Nobody. Okay. I'm going to full annex them. Thank you. Take as much money as I can. We're going to disband levies. We are going to then come into here. And not manage subjects, create subject, historical subject. It's going to be the Republic of Frisia. It's going to be a fiefdom rather than a republic. Oddly enough. And then Frisia is instantly going to get a well, I guess we wait until they have other shenanigans happening. We just have to wait the month because we just sent them a thing. Utrecht has declared us as a rival. That's fine. Horn is dying horribly. That sucks. We can do something about this, though. We can do move court into hiding to keep ourselves from dying horribly. We can procure remedies. It would cost 13 ducats a month, so that's not happening. We can segregate the infected, though, which boosts our disease resistance. So that's happening, though. I'm not necessarily against the scapegoats. Because tolerance to the truth faith doesn't really matter one way or the other. But I don't remember. Does it give me... It doesn't give me disease resistance. So I don't really care. I could move the court into hiding. Does that give me... No, that just protects... I think that just protects my court itself from dying. And for now, I don't really care. I want to see if I can make a building to stop people here from dying. The hospital. Because now Alkmaar's also dying. Yeah, look at that. Thousands dead. I'm going to improve opinion with you. God, I always forget how quickly this stuff sneaks up on you. No, I wanted this. L'Hôpital. Horn could use one. Would be the big one. 160 ducats, though. That's fucking brutal. I could do something like that, though, and make hurt my economy in the long run. Well, in the short term, to make enough money to do this. But again, I don't know if it even matter, because the thing with that is that inflation causes buildings to cost more money. So it'd still hurt. Did you get my CB? Yeah, of course. And you insulted somebody, and then I had to go fight a war over it. As per usual. Okay, well, I guess we're not getting anything now. Thank you, game. This is one thing that I wish they didn't do, is like, this can't be automated, the minting. So you can't just be like, okay, well, just keep it so that you're reducing inflation. And then once you hit completely like taking care of inflation, then kick it to zero. So we maintain like zero inflation. It's like the game's like, no, we can't do that. I'm like, you can automate all of this, but you can't automate that. Thank you, game. Appreciate it. Just 10 out of 10. Well, at least, what was it, Amsterdam with the hospital? It's doing his darndest with that disease resist. Do we have it affecting all of our states? Oh my gosh, no, it's not. It's hitting Dordrecht. We're actually getting off relatively okay. I mean, I say that. We had a massive population drop because of that. And hopefully it's going to be over, but it might not. We might get a resurgence. Regardless, I might still build the hospital. Oh, hospital's easy to find within clerics. Okay, cool. That's good to know. I still want the road, but I might build the hospital first while we're dealing with the Black Death. Although the Black Death is no longer in my territory, which is kind of very humorous right now. Not that it's that it can't be. Where is it? Like, isn't it Amsterdam? Oh, wow. Disease resistance in the location, 81%. Huh. But it's still going. Still ripping through. Oh, God. Poor Frisia. They just fought a war. Lost a bunch of people due to fighting that war. And now they're stuck hating their lives. Yeah, that sucks. Sorry, bud. With that whole issue. That's but it's not my problem. So suck, bro. I really want to just build the road. But the proper thing I think to do would be to build the damn hospital. Oh, Amsterdam's the one that had a hospital. Oh. Okay. I think the proper thing to do would just be build the fucking hospital. 17,000 people. When it had almost 30. Den Haag had almost 30,000 people. 12,000 of the population just died. That's so fucking bad. It's so bad. Isn't there a law that I can put in to maybe so I can get more people? I don't know. We now have 30% crown control, so that might actually be helpful. Well, yeah, welcome to the Black Death. It's a horrible, horrible time for everyone. Hospital costs 132. We'll get that in Horn. Hopefully we won't have to worry about it again. It looks like the Black Death is kind of petering out and really just ripping through Central Europe. Hopefully that is just donezo and we don't have to worry about it anymore. And with any luck, we will build our road, and I will be a happy, happy man. It still costs 125. That's gross. Build our road, build our other roads, because I also need up to Alkmaar and then to Horn. And then I need to build my wharf. Because I can put a wharf here and I can put a wharf here. But I'm going to let the road happen first because I think that will help with control. Well, I know it'll help with control. That's what proximity to the capital does. I just think it will help more than building the wharf will yet. Move towards quality and also towards plutocracy, I think is what the other one was. We're still buying food and it's still costing us money. But then again, that actually makes sense. I shouldn't be too upset. I built the buildings, and we lost a ton of people. So I was like, okay, cool. We've lost a ton of people. Maybe it won't do anything. And then it's like, nope. The vote for the seal the golden bowl. Where is it? Is it this? No, we're gonna seal the golden bowl. There you go, bud. It gives a ton of bonuses to basically everybody versus vote for yourself only helps the electors. And since I am not an elector, I do not care. Okay, our parliament in Den Haag. We are going to probably fund a farming estate because I don't see anything else that I care about. Promote the clergy, sponsor a cathedral, develop the interior. Urban buildings cost, expand gathering industry. Okay, I think I'm just going to take the fund a farming estate. Actually, I want to look around. Ooh, somebody's free. Is this a vassal? This looks like a vassal. Okay, no. It is not a vassal? Gilderland is not a vassal. They're allied with Cleves and Valkenburg. What? That could be interesting. And then we're stronger now than Utrecht because I think they lost more men in the... Well, we gained Frisia, but I think they lost more men in the Black Death than we did. The bubonic plague, as it were. So, that's interesting. If I take Den Haag and then I take Fund Farming Estate, right? We are barely shy of having enough. So, move towards innovative. Yep, that's fine. And then I could ask for, rather than a law change, because we already did that. The main one, anyway. I could ask for a Casus Belli, and since I don't really care about fighting Utrecht yet, I am probably going to invade Guelderland. Yeah, because we are significantly stronger than Guelderland. They have no navy. This is not even a town. This is their capital? Oh, yeah, because they released Guelderland entirely. Interesting. So, that's what we'll do. We will fabricate a Casus Belli. We will do it on Guelderland. For Guelderland. Yes. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start annexing this guy because I think, if I remember correctly, Middelburg is in South Holland, which is my main area. So we will annex him, gain his navy, gain his wharf. So let's start that. Thank you. And then we will declare the war for Guelderland, which should go very well. Okay, maybe not very well, but well enough. Because I can't imagine it won't. Thank you. Raise all levies for the army. I do not care in the slightest about raising naval levies. Go get him, Tiger. Let's see. Simony. Vacancy, high position. We need the money. Simony is not good in IRL. I think Simony is probably bad, but and he's not even that good. You know what? I need the money though. We are at war with you, you, and you. Okay. Thank you. These will fall so long as there aren't soldiers in them. Did I make it so that my subjects are... Yeah, still be aggressive, please, for now. Look at that. He's got 1,100 units. Go get him, Tiger. Oh, man. And then friggin', what's his name? Zealand? Yeah, Zealand is just messing him up. Lose support. Yeah, we weren't having much for support in the first place, brother. Okay, battle. Don't care. That should just about wipe out the last of them. And once this is over, what up here? First things first, though, I think I'm going to separate piece Cleves for the war reps and money. Okay, and then we're going to separate piece Valkenburg for the same thing, war reps and money. Because I really want money. Build me a road to Amsterdam so I can make more money. Oh, and he is done. So we are actually just going to say, hey, give me Guilderland. Hopefully nobody gets too mad. The Bishopric of Osnabrück did. Guilderland, which won't matter because they'll be annexed. And then Utrecht. I am a little bit worried. But who's Osnabrück? Osnabrück. You. Would you like to be my friend? The other issue is I need to pay my diplomatic spending. Just for a second here. Just for like 3 months, 4 months. So I can send them a demand. But we will take it all. I'm going to take all their money. And then hopefully we can get Osnabrück not to hate us. Guilderland won't exist. And then Utrecht is going to hate us regardless. So. And we'll see how that works. Oh, interesting. It tells me that these guys have a positive opinion, so they won't be able to do anything about it. Ah, that is super fascinating. Okay, create subject, custom subject. We're going to give up Guilderland because I don't want it. There you go. Disband levies while at peace. Thank you. There's still the Black Death going on. So we kind of jumped the gun there, but I am fine with it. Okay. But it's getting late for me anyway. Maybe not for you guys, but it is getting quite late for me. So we got our war out. We've expanded quite a bit. We've got Frisia as our vassal. We are annexing Zealand. We now have Guilderland as our other vassal. Hopefully that means we can do some shenanigans like invade Utrecht and take their land. Maybe hand some of it off to Guilderland. And I don't know. We also have options for invading other people. Mainly Utrecht. Utrecht is by far the weakest one that we could probably get our grubby little mitts on. That or maybe guilders themselves. But that would mean, actually, can we see really quick regions? Regions was, yes. Okay, cool. I was going to say regions was a map mode. Oh, okay. Thanks, game. Used to be regions showed you just like the lowlands right here. But that is apparently not a thing anymore, so that's fine. Anyway, let's see. How is Twitch looking? Twitch is looking fantastic. So, we are probably going to call it there. Where is my little boy? Ending. There we are. Yeah, we're going to call it there for the night. I hope everybody enjoyed and learned something, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I didn't learn anything, obviously. But... yeah, so we're going to call it there for the evening. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. And I will catch you all most likely tomorrow is when I'm going to stream again. So, yeah. We'll catch you guys later. And anyway, bye.